wave or oscillator that I want to talk about is called the stochastics and the RSIs, and this is basically a simple crosses between both of these, between the stochastics and the RSIs. And basically, when the RSI crosses over the stochastics, it turns green. You can realize that when the purple crossed the stochastics, it turned into green, and you realize this turned into green. And again, when the purple crossed over, it turned red. Sorry, when it crossed under, it turned green, and when it crossed over, it turned red. And basically, you really don't have to treat the stochastics like you are treating the money flow. Just because it's green does not necessarily mean it's been bullish, and just because it's red does not mean it's bearish. It's the actual moment of the cross that occurs, and when it flips red or green, that matters. So for instance, when the RSI turns green, that's a long signal in uptrend. And if you're in uptrend and the RSI turn red, just disregard it. Only trade across that is in favor of the larger trend. So in downtrend, the red cross is a big short signal, while you'll be ignoring the green crosses. So basically, this is just again, like I said, just a fragment of an oscillator. This is, I wouldn't say it's an influential, but again, it's a minor influential as compared to the VWAPs, the money flow, and the momentums. And once all these three, you've probably determined the direction of all these three. RSI is more or less become like a supplementary algorithm or a supplementary wave or oscillator. Pair it with other DBSIs and other indicators for massive confluence of direction. Again, what we need in trading is we need different varieties of different conformations or different functional abilities of oscillators and waves with accordance with indicators as well, and the dual band strength index. So with time, you can realize that we are having so much power in terms of using different varieties of oscillators or waves, or different varieties of indicators, or different elements of DBSIs as well, in order to give us enough, let's say, enough data for us to base our trading decisions. Like I said earlier on, we don't have to base our trading decisions primarily on just a single fragment of an oscillator or a wave. We need, if we have an oscillator, we need the different varieties of oscillators. If we have, let's say, an indicator, we need different varieties of indicators. If we have DBSI, again, this is strength index. So in other words, you pair all these together now to determine the direction, overall direction. That's why we trade based on overall direction. And with the next section, we are going to do with time frames, which is more or less an interesting course. It's probably going to be a little bit lengthy than these short videos, because time is ultimately the best. I would say one of the best sessions out there for you to understand trading, and it's going to be very in depth. And I hope these videos are simple for us all to understand how it works. Like I said, this is just another fragment or another piece of an oscillator or a wave, and it's not the best to just base your entire trading decisions on just these crosses. Like I said, you just have to also add other elements to it. If it's market cipher B, you have to add other oscillators or waves. If it's market cipher A, you need different varieties of elements of market cipher A to make your trading decisions. Again, the overall concept is finding different varieties of data, regardless whether it's an indicator or an oscillator or a wave, for us to base your overall trading decisions on. So I wouldn't want to take much of your time. Like I said earlier on, it always have to be simple and straight and precise. And trading has never been very sophisticated. It's always simplified. And market cipher is just a simplified algorithm. And I hope the next video with time frame probably touches much more about everything. Have a nice time. Peace.